Tonight on America the Conversation, I'm doing the intro, mostly because I have a few announcements and a few things happened since we recorded this episode. First, the announcements. This show, America the Conversation, is moving to video here in 2 weeks. Now, of course, you'll still be able to listen to the episode on your favorite podcast app, but you'll also be able to watch a video version on our YouTube page, America the Podcast Presents. On the America the Podcast YouTube page, you can find all of the other shows that we produce, such as America the Podcast, the original series, America the Podcast Presents Road Trip, Indicted, the alleged crimes of Donald J. Trump, and I Do Not Trust This Person, the many lies of George Santos. We're also in the process of making a lot more ATP Presents content, so subscribe to the YouTube page, hit the bell, do whatever it is you need to do on YouTube to keep up to date with America the Podcast Presents. Now to address what happened since we recorded this episode. Ron DeSantis announced that he was running for president with Elon Musk live on Twitter in a weird little fashy conversation that they had. And I'll be honest, I'm even recording this before they actually have that conversation, but we know that it's going to happen on the 24th, and our show comes out that morning. If there is any crazy things that need to be addressed, we will release some sort of emergency episode. And that's it. Enjoy the show, and, screw Ron DeSantis. Hello and welcome to America the Conversation. I am one of your hosts, Tim Philippi, and with me as always is Andrew Turner. What's up, bud?
Why is it so humid in here?
Oh, I think we might be in Florida. Ugh, gross.
No!
Yeah, I think did we teleport? Oh, no, it just feels like it because, we are recording this earlier than the specific date you're listening to this on, but if we're rolling our D20 correctly, the New York Times was right for once, and Ron DeSantis just announced today on the 24th that he is running for president. As of today, though, Tim Scott announced, but no one cares about him or knows that he is even a thing. He's a random Republican.
We try to record in the future normally.
True,
and then
yeah.
Release it in the past.
Yeah.
But that is solely through Theb's use of the time machine, and he's being quite stingy lately.
Yeah,
so,
there's also like
something about
Federation not too happy half the time when we do that. So
I'm not allowed to speak on the Federation because of the NDA.
That's true. Yeah. So Ron's, as expected, I've coined the phrase monkey mouth Ron because of some very hilarious picture. He looks like a laughing laughing chimpanzee.
The sanctimonious
Meatball Ron is now going to be your president in, I don't even think any universe. I don't think there's a single universe out there.
No, there's the multiverse exists.
I know it does.
A universe.
I just don't think he is a president in any of them.
Let me put this up. Let me put this up as a theory for you. DeSantis doesn't announce in a few days and instead goes to Trump and goes, I won't announce if you make me VP. Trump agrees.
Oh.
Trump and Biden debate in October of 2024 and both die of a heart attack on stage. DeSantis versus Kamala Harris beats Kamala by 8 points. Wins Ohio and Michigan.
What a horrible dystopia you just wrote.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't create that universe, damn it. No, that universe exists.
I'm just letting you know. It can always get worse. It can always get worse.
Yeah, it can always get worse. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm not
to say you shouldn't fight for better.
Oh yeah, you should always fight for better, and so should Florida. And Florida definitely just did because was it Jacksonville, the biggest city in Florida, just elected, I forgot her name, but did not elect Ron DeSantis's endorsement, Daniel Davis, and lost pretty bad from what I understand. And that's kind of a theme with him and Trump. Like, here's a list of people DeSantis endorsed and that lost. Mehmet Oz for Senate. These are Senate hopefuls that all lost. Joe Odia of Colorado.
A fucking senator.
Oh my God, Mehmet Oz. I was legit worried there for a minute. Whatever. Blake Masters in Arizona.
There was a solid 3 days of my life that I spent on Twitter yelling at Oz fans. Over the course of 3 months. I spent a lot of time being like, you all suck. he sucks.
Hell, I know. I don't.
So,
That's the one. Like, Ron. He kind of makes sense that he would, run for president or run for any sort of office. He
any
fits
other
that
year,
bill.
any other year.
Like, but Mehmet
yeah.
Oz, like, wow, like what a world. But then we got.
I think that's because Trump's weight is enough to get you to win a primary, but it's not enough to get you to win a general.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. And that's the thing. It doesn't. Yeah, because I mean, all of these people, like none of them won. Don Bolduc, I think of New Hampshire, Blake Masters in Arizona. That guy, God, he was kind of a borderline Nazi. Herschel Walker. Oh man, Adam Laxalt.
He was just borderline a person.
He was just borderline a person. He might have been a werewolf. We're not sure.
He was too busy fighting werewolves and vampires in his head. Yeah.
He just a person who just was up for the primary in Kentucky, Kelly Craft. That's right, Andrew. That one just happened. And then Doug Mastriano, who legit was a Nazi that wanted to expel all Jews from the Republican Party in Pennsylvania. He lost. And then Republican chair nominee Harmeet Dillon. Say that, Harmeet Dillon. What did you say?
I just like from the Candace Owens to the Ben Shapiro's, like I don't get why you'd be right wing when the end goal of the far right. And I'm sorry, audience, I'm going to get comments about this and the Instagrams and the YouTubes, but like the end goal of the absolute far right is genocide of anyone who is not like a WASP Christian Protestant, like Germanic of blood.
Yeah.
I like if you're even fighting for the center right, like it's like you realize that the people like we have seen time and time again that white supremacy is a core tenet of those who are funding and running the Republican Party. And I just do not understand. Like, there certainly is
money,
both white and Western supremacy in Israel. Don't get me wrong. Like, there's definitely a right-wing fascist faction of the Israeli government that has been in charge of it for a long time, which there's plenty of Jewish fascists. You can look it up, everyone.
Benjamin Netanyahu, case in point.
The Jewish people suffered worse than any other group under the German Third Reich, and the Holocaust is one of the worst atrocities of human history that we all need to look back on and solemnly think about as regularly as possible, to be honest. There can be Jewish people who are right wing, fascists as
people
well.
Like fascism, and it's bizarre.
Just like there was a Latino Nazi who fucking shot up a mall here in Texas. Not here in Texas. I'm not there, but my home state of Texas. In Allen, Texas, within 50 miles of where I was born, audience. And right now, Tim Pool and a bunch of other right wingers are going with a conspiracy theory, including Elon Musk, that he wasn't a white supremacist and this is some CIA plot. That the man with an SS and a swastika tattoo on his chest, because he's Mexican, there's no way he could be, Latino. I'm not sure if he was of Mexican heritage, but he was an American who of Latino descent, couldn't be a white supremacist. Is pretty insane considering I know where all the Nazis went that were trying to hide after World War II. You know where it was? Friendly countries in South America.
Yeah.
There's quite a few Latino white supremacists and Nazis, audience, whether you want to admit it or not. It's historically a fact.
Well, I mean, and like there's so many, think about in the case of Justice Thomas, he's taken tons of money from a guy who collects Nazi memorabilia. Like, it doesn't,
Clarence Thomas has done more for the white supremacist movement
absolutely
than any Klansman in the past 30 years.
It throws me when, people who are members of groups that are historically hated by these right-wing people who, are Nazi fanboys, fasci fanboys, and Peter Thiel, gay Republican, weirds me out. Like, they hate you. Fucking, George Santos, case in point there.
I'm a sheep, and I would like to vote for the Leopards Who Eat Sheep Faces party.
Yeah,
like that's what it feels like to me. Like, and Michael Goldman, our good friend, has talked about this before. Like, how can you be of these minority groups and be like, I'm willing to sell out the rest of my kin, my folk, the working class, my society, my culture, in order to make a quick buck.
Yep.
Because I guarantee you that Ben Shapiro, Steven Crowder, Candace Owens aren't making that money in views. I promise you they make less than Hassan Piker in views.
Yeah.
They get money from rich, old white supremacists, billionaires to do what they do.
Yeah.
That's what happens. Like, everybody bitches about George Soros. You can go look up actual political donations and see that red versus blue.
Yeah.
And you can see that the red is a lot heavier in both media, Senate, House. The fact is the billionaire class buys the right because the right outright is willing to coddle before the corporatists, before the billionaires. The left does it too. Don't get me wrong. The Democrats do it too. But the Democrats at least try to be polite.
Yeah. Again, like I said before,
and there are people on the far left, Bernie Sanders, AOC, that are fighing for the individual, in my opinion. But
the Democrats aren't actively doing anything to harm. We said the funny thing is Democrats doing anything actively is hilarious to think about.
Yeah,
but
Democrats do nothing. And
in
that's
general,
their problem. Republicans do too much evil.
But they also do not make policies that do this. They do not make policies that make trans people fear for their lives, women and anybody with a womb fear for their life, and prison time with an abortion.
But they don't. But they don't make policies to protect those people.
No, not at all. Oh no, they don't. They don't at all. No.
There has not been a national abortion bill to make abortion legal nationwide.
Just saying, hey, look what the Republicans doing. Like that's all they're saying. Like, hey, they're doing the bad thing.
Power by
that's all they do. And that's why these people like Ron and Ton, they may not win. They likely won't win again in 24. But these ideals are going to stay for forever, to the point where Ron may win in 28 or Tucker will win in 28. Dun dun dun. I
mean, Ron could easily be the senator of Florida in 32. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
there's a lot of options that these people could still stay. And if they don't, they'll be replaced by another. The billionaire class isn't going to stop trying.
No, these people. There's always somebody who is a fan of fascism. There's young kids. Ben Shapiro's younger than us. I think. I don't know. He may not be. Hate may have aged him.
Dude,
Stephen Miller's younger than me, though. I'm 36. And Stephen Miller's younger than you, I think. Or he might be your exact age. I'm not sure. Hate aged and Sith rage decrepited that guy.
Ben Shapiro is 39 years old. I am 35 years old.
Okay.
Motherfucker.
He does have a boyishness to him, but 39. Wow. Okay. Good.
Yeah, I mean, he sounds like he should be shoved in a locker.
Yeah, he does.
And
Nick Fuentes. Nick Fuentes is way younger than us.
You can fuck yourself. Yeah. I am a young, vibrant millennial.
Good for you. Me too.
And I am younger than Stephen Miller and Ben Shapiro.
Oh, you are?
So you can fuck right.
Well, Stephen Miller is still younger than me. He's under 40. That bald, hate-looking man is under 40. It doesn't matter what these people are.
When you embrace the dark side.
Exactly.
Physical aspects.
Yeah.
When you become a Sith, I don't know.
Palpatine got real wrinkly real fast because, you
get the yellow eyes, know. Yeah.
The electricity, fun fact in Star Wars, did not make him look like that. It was a mask he had up the whole time, and the rage had slowly made him look bad. And
look, you like to conflate legends with canon, and we can have this discussion.
No, I think this is actually canon. Yeah, it's a Force mask, I think, is canon. It doesn't matter.
It's not canon unless George Lucas or the mouse says it to me personally.
Fine. But speaking of the mouse, perfect transition there. Talk about another one. Ron's losing.
One second. Do you think Stephen Miller just molded, lost his hair because of the dark side?
No, he was balding since he was
every
a kid.
time he did a horrible. Oh,
I think I've seen him in pictures in college, and his hair is thinning, which it happens to folks. But I think his was hate related. Hi everyone, I'm Tim Philippi, founder of Shui Media and the producer of the show you're enjoying right now. At Shui Media, we produce a lot of content, and due to, capitalism, we need money to keep making that content. And that's where you, the fan, can help out. In the description of this episode, you'll find multiple affiliate links that help out Shui Media and help out you as well. You can also head over to shuimedia.com/affiliates for a full list of the affiliate links that help out Shui, help out you, or maybe even help out one of your friends or family members. And that's it. That's the commercial. Thanks for listening. And now, back to the show. back to Ron and the mouse.
Anyways, about Disney. Disney is what we're
we're talking about Ron's losses here, and Disney just as of today, I think, we're recording this a Friday before the 24th, whatever day this is, but they pulled out $1 billion after already threatening to. Bob Iger said that we're about to spend $17 billion in the state. You keep pulling all this shit with. You can't say gay, I think they just did something to where you literally cannot teach diversity in high school anymore. Or they can't even in colleges, they're trying to extend it to that. All these things that
I know
he's passing.
They can kidnap trans children now. The government can take them away from their families.
Explain that in a less sensationalist thing. What is that? They're not actually kidnapping.
If the state finds, if the state finds that you're trying to do gender affirming care, that's abuse now defined, and they can.
Oh, right. Yeah. That's.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I would call that kidnapping.
Also, with an immigration, I'm sorry, I did, but it is.
No, it is. No, I agree. He kidnapped. He did the same
kidnapping.
thing with the immigrants when he took them up to the.
So is anytime CPS takes a kid. I'm not saying that it's wrong.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying that it is taking a child away from its home, which is a very severe and
traumatizing thing. Yeah,
you need to have a real reason to do that.
Yeah, well, he keeps making all these laws, and Disney is saying, yeah, we're not gonna fucking do business with you anymore. $17 billion they're ready to pull out, and they just pulled out their first by not putting a new, I guess, corporate campus in Orlando.
It was like a shopping center, but also they were gonna move a bunch of California people who were I don't know if they were animators or digital designers or writers, who knows what they were, but they were California-based jobs that they were going to move about. I think it was 1,000. I could be totally wrong about that.
2,200, I believe, jobs that this killed.
Okay.
I think that's the number I saw today. I could be wrong, but I believe it was over 2,000. But yeah, that's 2,000 jobs gone. That's $1 billion in the state gone. And I mean, people are mad at him. What did you? Some stupid fashy meme lord.
13,000 is what Vanity Fair is reporting.
13,000. Oh wow. Okay, that's much more than I saw earlier today.
13,000 jobs over the next decade.
Oh, okay, over the next decade. Okay, yeah. Maybe it was just 22.
17 billion in construction over the next decade, and 13,000 over a decade.
Golly. So okay. Oh, so this whole 17 billion over. Oh, so this was the money that they were going.
Let's even say they made half. They would have made 8.5 billion.
Got it.
Like dollars, and created 6,000 jobs.
All right.
Which we shouldn't cater to these fucking corporations. I'm not saying the government should be doing that because jobs. I'm just saying that Ron DeSantis is doing this for a culture war, no reason. If you're gonna take on Disney for being a fucking evil corporation.
Yeah, sure.
Don't take them on because they're we're cool with gay people now, except in China.
Yeah, get me on the Chinese censorship bullshit. We are proudly not listed in China, but I just won't do it.
Oh no, bullshit! China, the People's Republic of China. You give us a solid $1 million American U.S. dollars.
We'll relist.
Glory to the chairman in that case. I will take it.
Yeah. Just like Disney. But.
Yeah. Disney,
well, which they're not going to with Ron, though.
You want us to review every single Disney show? We'll do it.
Yeah.
Give us $1 million. Literally, anybody give Tim and I $500,000 each.
We are for sale.
Soros.
We don't like capitalism, but you know
there's
what?
Only one
we're
left.
Here,
yeah. You give us $500,000 and we're yours. We're easy to buy.
Yeah. Our morals are for sale. Just like all the trolls say, we're leftist plants. They keep saying we're Chinese propaganda, which I'm like, if I could have, we got accused of it 2 or 3 times already.
I would love to be Chinese propaganda. If I could get the money, I would totally.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Where is this money? You're paid by China. I'm like, bro, if I was paid by China, I would not be doing this. I would have one more followers than I have on this channel. So
I would be doing whatever the Chinese government told me, which wouldn't be this. I promise.
Yeah, it would definitely not be this.
It wouldn't be Dungeons and Dragons and Star Wars
maybe.
jokes while I bitch about the rise of fascism in the United States. That's not.
No, but anyways, back to Ron though with China. I mean, I will say with Disney, I don't want a corporation to win either. But again, at the same time, they're actively they're not really doing anything bad within just the state of Florida. Looking at it as a localized thing.
Oh, I'm sure they are. I'm sure they don't pay their employees enough. I'm sure they
I thought they raised all the wages at Disney.
They made their employees come back to COVID. Like
They did do
I don't
that,
know.
yeah.
I've heard
All right,
plenty of
fine.
horror stories of how they treat Disney
I don't want to
employees.
defend Disney.
But here's the deal. Yeah. I was about to say, like, it doesn't matter because I'm watching Godzilla and Mothra.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, no,
I
Mothra
just
is
want
friend
them
to children,
not
so
destroy the city.
Or no, Gamera is
I
friend
don't
to children.
fucking know.
No,
I was
sorry, wrong
trying here. All right.
Get your Godzilla lore right. Come on, what are you?
I'm sorry. You're right. Actually, I feel bad about it now. You brought up war, and I don't know it. That's a rare occasion.
Is it Gamera or Mothra?
Okay,
Shit,
so
I don't
like,
remember.
This is a Cylon civil war. Let's jump into something
There you
I
go.
do
Yeah,
know.
there you
Like,
go.
if the Cylons want to fight, I,
Sure.
as a human, am going to go, we got to get Galactica farther
away.
to a planet we can live on. Yeah.
Let's go find Earth.
Let the
No,
fucking
not that Earth.
Cylons fall. Yeah,
to
different
spoil
Earth.
it.
I want second Earth, third Earth, whatever it is. Yeah, if I'm fucking Harry Potter, Voldemort and his Death Eaters can fight. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
If I'm
them
Luke
fight.
Skywalker, let Maul and fucking Darth fight. I don't give a shit. Like,
Yeah.
It's very much like I'm not rooting for either one of them to do well in this. I'm just liking it. I'm just watching Gladiators.
I kind of view it as like, and if we're staying in the fantasy realm, like this dragon killing this other dragon that's been fucking with us a bunch. Like and this other dragon is just going to go to sleep and probably, maybe eat a few people's sheep here and there and not be great. Maybe burns a little town. I want Ron.
Let's
gone.
be honest. Y'all came up with a plan to throw a dragon last night at your former party member to avoid the fight.
I'm a fighter and my character's not that bright. I'm also still not that great with D&D. I still don't think.
What are you talking about? You're amazing.
I made a deal with a fae instead of reading a book
right now. But
so that shows you where I'm at.
You did.
So yeah, I'm going to leave that there. But yeah, no, like it's. I want them to be able to bring down Ron, like, and I will root for Disney in this aspect. Like, I don't like. There are worse corporations.
Disney
like,
is the lesser evil, I guess.
They are significantly lesser evil. That's the thing. Like, yes, they're an evil corporation. They've brainwashed kids for years with their princess movie bullshit. Like, you can talk all the shit you want all day on Disney. That's fine. Like, that's go ahead. But in this case, fuck, I want to watch him win. And I want to watch him lose every single second. And he's going to. I don't know how he's going to lose the governorship anytime soon because that's just not going to fucking happen. But I don't know. Like,
I wish. Terms in Florida on the governor?
I mean, no, he just got elected again. So it's like another 4 more years or 6. I don't know how many. I think it's 4 for governors. Here it's 4 in Texas, but it's
every 4 years. There's no life term. No, 2 consecutive terms is what you're allowed.
Yeah. Who was the meme lord you showed me who like turned on Ron DeSantis? Because Floridians hate him right now. Like, it was some like cat pee or something like that. Cat poop.
No, cat turd.
Cat turd. Is some like right wing meme douchebag guy. Fasci.
Yeah, he's a Twitter right wing
troll who like turned on Ron DeSantis for being gone for forever and like going abroad to try and bring business to Florida when none of them want to fucking work with Ron DeSantis at all. But saying basically that Floridians just, I mean, if they were to more or less hold the election today, like he'd lose.
I don't know about that. Florida is the one state that I think is trending red versus blue.
For sure, but I just don't think they'll choose Ron DeSantis. He'll lose a primary. He'll be primaried and lose. That's what I mean. But
well, this is a second term, right? So
if he were to run, so he can't ever run again. So yeah, I guess he's done after this. We'll be rid of him in
Florida
4 years.
Florida Senate is what he'll do. He'll run for senator of Florida.
I just don't think they'll vote for him. I think he'll lose in a primary because they don't like him anymore. No, like even the Republicans in Florida don't like him. He's kind of a joke.
You're so sure. You're so sure of things.
I am always right because I'm an Aquarius. That's what my wife tells me.
That's true. You are always right. You've never been wrong.
Never once have I been wrong. I said Ron was going to announce 3 weeks ago. He did.
Let me touch this blue liquid in this dungeon.
Yes,
it's gonna be fine.
I get it. Now I'm prisoner to a dragon. It's fine. God. Give me your character sheet so I can look at all your stuff. Good fucking luck. There's nothing on there anymore. I used it all to stay alive. But I digress.
There's whips.
There's whips. Okay, yeah, I got 2 whips.
Gonna hit Alexa first with your whips.
Isn't this fun, audience? Hearing about our D&D game. You have
it's
no
content, okay?
knowledge into. Yeah,
and
it's all content.
And maybe you would learn more about our D&D game if you checked out D&D Andy. D&D Andy coming this fall. We're going to be doing D&D one-on-one where Alexa Ray Schriffler and I play D&D. And then after that, we're going to be doing a party with Tim here included where we go through my own homebrew world and actually start to build the lore that will base it off of a PDF that we're building and writing as well as a novel that I'm putting out with 30 different short stories of characters within that world. So check it out this fall, D&D Andy. It's going to be on Twitch and YouTube and stuff.
I think, is that the theme?
D&D
Andy. There you go.
You got
it. Yeah. So that's, so let's just, fuck it. Since I hate Ron DeSantis. Like, we only did this episode because he's DeSantis like, too. You know what? Like, I if there is some weird thing where he announces before, or he has some weird clip of him being a complete asshole like he was in Japan. I'm not running for president.
70-30 on that. There might be.
Yeah, right. Like I will cut it into the episode right here. And if I didn't, nothing happened, and I have not re-uploaded anything else. So there you go.
I can't believe he did that with his pants.
Oh God, man, that would be I would. Man. He is primed to be a person whose pants fall down as he is walking off stage. He wears suits like Donnie, who
as we just heard and saw. Audience.
Wait, oh yeah, okay. I was like, wait, hold on, did that happen? Because then I am cutting that in. Holy shit, that's hilarious. But yeah, no, he's a joke of a person who is doing so much damage. Like, we can laugh about him all day, but like at the end of the day, I will be glad when he's gone. Florida will be better off when he's gone. Like, these people who make Trump, DeSantis, and these kinds of people their personality, like, they're here to stay, and one of them will replace Ron DeSantis. One of them will replace Donald Trump, and we're gonna be stuck with this ideology for goddamn forever. That's your bummer note. Yeah, fuck fascism. So.
Power to the people.
Power to the people. And that's really it. So I'm going to plug a bunch of shows right now. D&D Andy this fall, or right now, if you're listening to this episode in the fall, why would you be? Don't do that. Like, we're on video at this point.
Oh,
yeah.
Immediately switch over to D&D Andy if you are.
Yeah, sure.
And check out what me and the rest of the crew is up to in a fantasy world called Amasia.
Yeah. Ooh, that sounds fantasy-y. That's a word. No, yeah, we were supposed to, this is, by the way, we didn't even mention it, or this is supposed to be a video episode, but because Ron is about to announce, we could not resist. So this is our last audio episode, and how this episode went, let it be.
So you prepare your loins, audience. You prepare your loins for the beautiful face of Tim Felipe and Andrew Kent Turner.
Yeah. And if you don't want to watch video shows, well, D&D Andy is a video show, but America the Podcast Road Trip comes back on June 6th. I Do Not Trust This Person, The Many Lives of George Santos, also out at that same time. Will be out on Memorial Day, technically. And Indicted is a periodic show and only comes out when shit happens in Donald Trump's indictment. And we are going to be releasing a newer episode of that here in a few weeks because stuff has happened, at least in the realm of the first indictment.
D&D Andy will be audio as well.
Yes. It's going to be audio as well, so you can listen to it wherever you get your podcasts. All of these you can listen to wherever you get your podcasts, including our show, even though it's going to be video. And
on Shway Media.
Yeah. And, technically on America the Podcast Presents, at least on YouTube. So go subscribe to there and see our faces. And that's it. Fuck Ron DeSantis, and we'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye.
Bye.
America the Conversation is a production of Shway Media and America the Podcast. The show was created and is hosted by Andrew Turner and Tim Philippi. The show is mixed and edited by Tim Philippi at Shway Media Studios in Austin, Texas. The show's theme song is by Timmy Two Step. For more information, please visit americatheconversation.com and shwaymedia.com. Thanks for listening.
This has been a production of Shui Media, all rights reserved. For more information, please visit shuimedia.com.